Hello, welcome to LEV Toys. We're building a new Lego Disney Princess set today. This is Cinderella's Enchanted Evening, and this is such a great set because it comes with a brand new character, with Cinderella's Fairy Godmother, and yet another carriage for her to go to the ball in. But it's different from the other carriages, which is just awesome. So we've got 3 bags, 2 boxes, and a sheet of stickers, and we have, of course, Cinderella, but this time in the ball gown skirt, which we discovered with the Belle minifigure, with her in her ball gown, that she can't sit down in it. Now, this dress here has got a pink necklace, and you will see why, because it looks kind of weird for her just to have this little pink at the top of her dress at the moment. But you'll see, it actually ties in with something else that this particular Cinderella comes with, which is a different skirt. So when you change over the skirt, she can, 1, sit down in this, and 2, the necklace matches the skirt, so it all ties in. So this is very handy because, like I said before, she can't sit down in the ball gown. So we've now got options. The set also comes with Cinderella's Fairy Godmother. This is awesome. She's also wearing a ball gown, so we're getting quite a few ball gowns in our collection. I like the top with the bow on it. It's actually quite a simple top and we can use it for lots of different things. And she also gets a little cape, just like in the movie. Let me see if I can get that on. It seems quite fluffy at the top, like it's not going to sit flat around her shoulders. I think that's the way it's supposed to be. She gets a little cape, and here's her head. She looks like she's flying, like it's got wings. And she gets this awesome new headpiece with a hood with the bow included on it, so you can't see that on the shirt anymore. And well, that's right, because we've got it on both. And of course she's got her magic wand. That's very important. And a little fringe sticking out the front, a little peak on the back of that. So that's so fantastic to have a new character that Cinderella can interact with and who can make her magically wear ball gowns. That's very, very cool. All right. 2 characters, there are actually 2 animals. We'll meet them as we go along. So the first part of this build is this twisty-turny bit. So Cinderella can go for a spin, but not quite yet because we haven't quite finished this bit. It's like a little pedestal with flowers on either side, of course. And we're going to put the invitation to the ball on there. And if we put her old skirt back on, we can put the ball gown up there because that's going to be all part of the magic. We'll play with that really, really soon. Oh, Cinderella's so excited by the invitation, she's falling over. Now, she also gets just a tiny bit of the house that she lives in before she becomes a princess. She's still being treated by a servant by the ugly stepsisters and the horrible, wicked stepmother. And, yeah, well, before all the exciting things start happening. Now, out here growing in the veggie garden are some pumpkins, which are absolutely delicious and very, very useful for both dinner and for magical carriages. And inside we've got those bells that you can, so if you want to summon a servant from an upstairs room, they ding and the servant then knows which room to go to by which bell is dinging. So poor old Cinderella is down here keeping an eye on the bells. And now she's got a window to look out, so that will cheer her up. There's nothing like a bit of light and air in to make you feel a bit more cheerful about life. And this little room down here is definitely shaping up to be the kitchen, I think. And on either side of the window are some lovely flowers because there are going to be some vines growing up the wall. And we've got an archway which is going to make the door frame. And now we get a sticker to see, yes, we definitely are here in the kitchen. There's the fireplace and all the cooking utensils and the pot just above it. And there's a sink over there for the washing up. And there's a little area down there to put something, I don't know. And a broom goes over here on this little hook. And what else do we need? That's pretty much, well, all she's going to need for now in the kitchen. It's quite a simple kitchen. She's not letting go of that invitation to the ball though. She's keeping that safe in her hand. Oh look, it's a bed! A very patched little bed. Poor Cinderella. At least she's got a blanket. Will help her keep her warm. And a pillow. She gets a pillow. There. So there's Cinderella's bed. Where does that go? Does that go in front of the fireplace? It looks as though it's removable. Oh, and a hairbrush. And, oh look, a triangle of cheese. Well, the little mouse that comes in this set. We're going to use that mouse for magical means later on too. So, oh, okay, so the bed doesn't go in front of the fireplace. She doesn't have to sleep amongst the cinders. She can sleep up here in a kind of little loft bedroom above the kitchen, which will be good because the warmth from the fireplace will come up there and be nice. And there's a very cute little window and a little space for the mouse to sit right in front of the window. Well, that's very quaint. Well, this is all shaping up very, very sweetly. It just is very, very Disney princess. Very much a cottage in the woods. It looks very pretty. Now we've got a little peaked kind of roof facade. And on here is a clock which says 11 o'clock. So we're getting close to that midnight where things, well, where magic all ends. And she's got a couple of keys here. We only need one for the set, so we've got a spare, and it goes over here. So she's got the key to the front door. This must just be her little cottage now, because she's got the key. And a little plate down in the kitchen, and she's been baking cookies. So the cookies go over here, and they can cool just inside the window. And here is our climbing vine for out the front. So it's going to need some flowers. And look at that. That just pretties up the front of the house so much. Certainly makes it a very nice little cottage. And we of course need a door because we've got a space for it. And to keep everybody out when it's shut. Let me see which way it goes on. There, that way. And it's got a keyhole. That's what the key's for. So I can use the spare key to put in there and I can open and shut it. Now there's also a pair of scissors and they go in this little nook down here. So those are probably for use with her helping with her sewing and mending with clothes. We're up to bag number 2. We've built the tiny house. So bag number 2 is actually full of things we need for the carriage. And the fairy godmother is trying to magic this pumpkin into a carriage. It didn't work because we have to actually build the carriage first. So let's build the carriage and then we'll try and see if we can get the magic to work. So it's starting to take shape. We've got some smooth parts on the inside of the carriage and a couple of little jumpers. It's certainly looking different from the other carriages. This one's going to be a much more ornate one. Here's some big pillows for the cushioned backs of the seats. But I don't think she's actually designed to sit in here, though she can, but she's actually going to be able to stand up because her ball dress obviously doesn't sit. So it's going to be quite a display on the inside that she can stand in her ball dress inside and look out and look very regal while she's travelling around. And I like these translucent pink parts on the side of the windows. They add some really nice variety to the walls of the carriage and a bit of light through. There, see? So look at those arches over the top. That means there's just enough space for her to stand in the carriage. Very clever. More pink translucent blocks at the top. And now we've definitely got a carriage shape happening on the inside. And smooth on the top, which means we're going to be able to take the lid off, or the roof off. The lid. And we're up to bag number 3. And at the moment, we don't have anything to carry this carriage, so we need a horse. And this is just the most fabulous horse with a gold tail and a gold mane and a gold bridle, looking also very royal, fit for a princess. So we're going to put our horsey over to the side for now because we've got to finish up our carriage. So nice round sides because the carriage, as you know, comes from a pumpkin shape, so it needs to turn itself into a round pumpkin-y shaped type of carriage. 4 of these, and now it's definitely starting to look really fantastic. Oh, and we need 4 of these too. They have to be mirror images on each side. They're not identical. There. That's a nice design. So we're building it out. And two more. So we need this one over here and the other mirror image for that one on the other side. Oh, I put a cookie on instead. I need a gold one. That cookie would be funny if they get the munchies while they're in the carriage. That'd be handy. But no, that's not what it's supposed to be. So there we go. We've got the carriage part. Now let's try it out with the ball gown. So if we put her in there and just put her on one of the little, well, we could put her behind the little jumper studs. There's plenty of room there, but if we're traveling in the actual carriage, we're going to want to secure her in so she doesn't fall over. Now this is going to be the roof, I think. Look, there's a pumpkin emblem on it with all of the vines. It's very pretty. And some more of those translucent pink pieces. I love them. We're rounding it off and smoothing it over. All these smooth pieces and some corner pieces. And right in the middle, a little square of pink. And perfect! That's the perfect top for a carriage. Can I actually fit it on? Oh, my sides are falling off. There, look at that. So that way we can also easily access the inside of the carriage too by taking it off. That's a nice little addition. And, oh, are these going to be torches on the side of the carriage? Oh, no, they're not. They're like little golden vine curlicue things. Oh, that's different. I like that. And that's the way it should be, like the pumpkin vines. And some more vines, some more decorative gold vines on the top. Some gold flourishes. They look so pretty. So elegant. And what's this going to be? We need another sticker. Oh, look, there's the little bluebird on there. They're doors. There are doors to the carriage so she doesn't fall out. So we need another one, another mirror image one for the other side. Look at those little doors. Now we need, of course, we need two more for the other side of the carriage. We don't want her to fall out the back. That would be terrible. That would be a disaster. Beautiful. There, see? So she can hop out and she can go to the ball, but she needs to hop back in again. We'll put her on the stud so she doesn't fall out. Now we still need to finish up the edges here and where the horse is going to be on, so the front and the back of the carriage. And this part here is going to be the back, I think. We've got two little claw arms there. Oh, that's the little step up that the footman stands on and travels on the back of the carriage. This set doesn't come with a footman. It would be so cool if it did. And a trunk for her to put anything in. That's it. That's where the luggage goes, on the back of the carriage. And on the front, we can see a little ball joint there, a little socket that we're going to be able to attach the horse on. But first up, we need wheels, otherwise we're not going anywhere. Try dragging that along the ground without wheels on. That would be very difficult. There, that looks spectacular. So for Fairy Princess, it's just beautiful. Now, our harness for the horse, to harness it to the carriage, is ready. So we need to take the middle out of the horse and now attach the horse to the carriage. That's really cool. Put an extra little translucent pink in and we're good. The horse and carriage is all done. Look, see, so that's where the footman would travel. There's actually a spot for the Fairy Godmother on the front, which is pretty cool, even though she doesn't go to the ball. So the whole set is built. It really is fit for a fairy tale princess and her ball. So let's play with it. Let's make some magic happen. So Cinderella is in, sweeping up in the kitchen, when she hears a knock at the door. Who could it be? The wicked stepsisters are out. It's an invitation. An invitation to the ball. So she needs something to wear. So she's got her mother's old dress here. She's busy trying to pretty it up and make it fit for a ball, but she's not having a lot of luck at the moment. Luckily, her fairy godmother turns up. She didn't even know she had one. And she shows her the invitation to the ball and says, well, I can't go wearing this. I just can't go to the ball. Lucky she's got a magic wand. Let's see. Now she's got a dress fit for a ball. What a beautiful ball gown, Cinderella. What a lovely fairy godmother you have, and the mouse is so excited. And so is Cinderella. Now, how are you going to get to the ball? Well, you're going to need a pumpkin, because everybody needs a pumpkin to get to the ball. Hold on, that doesn't make any sense. So, we need to incorporate some magic into this. Bibbidi bobbidi boo! Is it working? It did work! Now she has got the best pumpkin carriage that any princess could wish for. But we need a horse. So the mouse has very kindly volunteered to be magicked into a horse to go to the ball, to take Cinderella to the ball. So she's already into the carriage you get, Cinderella. Make sure you are home before the last stroke of midnight, or all of this magic will disappear. Oh, Fairy Godmother, you've done a great job. You deserve a rest. Hold on. What is that? Oh, she's gone the wrong way. Oh dear. That's what happens when you put a mouse in charge as the horse. They're going the right way to the ball now. Now the Fairy Godmother can have a bit of a rest, bit of a snack in the kitchen, and she can wait for Cinderella to come home from the ball and tell her all about the magnificently, enchantingly fabulous evening that she has had. I can't wait to hear about it too. Please make sure you've subscribed and click the little notification bell at the top, and that way you get told when new videos go up. Give me a thumbs up, leave me a comment, tell me what you think happened with Cinderella at the ball. It's very exciting, and I'm going to see you with a new video so very soon.